We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ready?
53 is the mark.
Hey!
Set. Check.
Fight!
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Check, nickel.
Hey, Sam off!
Out. Wide. Get wide. Jim.
Get it!
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Saquon Barkley running right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Look at me, Zipper!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah!
Now Jones. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open target here, Darius Slayton. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? We're waiting.
Check 56.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
No.
Here we go.
Shit.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
5-9.
55 is my guy. 55.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Check 3. Kill. Joker.
Easy, opposite. Play tight.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is fielded at the 7. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Switch.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Just like that. Just like that. Check 3. Check 3.
We the 2 jet bombers. We the 2 jet bombers. Fight.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set. Head over. Christian Travis.
Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, 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 hey. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Hey, Hayward.
It's 3rd down.
Go.
Now Jones on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
You're good, you're good. I'm full, ready.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Kill.
Defense wins championships, baby. 56. Mike, 56. Right.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, watch that, watch that.
6 over.
6, go.
Hey, easy.
Breeze now on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Throwing Jones. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On 1st down, here's Love. Past the 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This one taken from the 7. And he spins through. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Catch made by Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 30.
1st down, New York.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
53, Mike 53.
3 buzz, 3 buzz.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Devontae Adams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Watch the whip. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. We got it.
Throwing now is Breeze. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Watch the screen. Tighten up. Check the back, check the back.
A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. 36, 36.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
Hey, easy. Hey, high 7.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Y'all not ready. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. 51. Check Mike, check Mike.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Auden Tate. DeAndre Baker there defensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Kill, kill.
Watch the out.
Hey, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
You're good. I'm full, ready. Hot. Hey, easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2.
Check.
Protein spill.
Fresno. 36.
Here we go.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ready. 60 or.
Here we go.
Ready.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Double up, double up.
You draw quarters.
Show it.
Hey, kill. Hey, easy.
Under 10, 10.
Running to start the drive is Love. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. The 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Got it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Shit. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 99. Check.
On 1st down, it's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now it's Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Going up top. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Go! You kill! Wow, 6-6, bullet high.
Jim. Check 24, check 24.
Now a give running right is Love. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here we go. Mike 55.
Bud.
Stay with your man.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
They come out here in the I. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Spine. No. Check. 53, Mike. Check. 50.
Go. Let's go. Get set. Spine.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
That one good for 33 and a first. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Love. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the Giants' 49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Nice, sweetheart.
Here we go, 21.
Shit. Watch twitch. Watch
22 jet bomber, 22 jet.
They'll run with Geis. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
58 the mic.
Hey, kill. Hey, easy.
You got me right. Don't be scared of it.
Check.
Hey, easy.
Lucky. Check three. 58, right over there.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Ready? 95-56. You're good. I4, ready.
Joker. Check.
Over. Switch. Here we go.
Here's Love. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Giants 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Jones going for the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
4 down, 4 down. I got 87, I got 87. That's speed, speed, boys.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards that time at a Washington first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Geis. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now a run with Geis. And he stopped immediately there. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Ready.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Switch.
Watch it, easy. Opposite. Hey, easy.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
I got one. Hey, alert 3.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Washington, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.